Welcome to Exponents Grade 11. So before we start, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you do not miss anything from EduPen channel. I can see that you are thinking about it, but instead of thinking about it, I think you should just take a second and hit it anyway. And thank you in advance. So basically, what we are going to cover in this introductory video is basically the types of numbers that we use in mathematics and also the laws that are used in exponents. So the first types of numbers that we have natural numbers, which are indicated by a letter N, and then you have your 1, 2, 3 and so on. And then the second type of numbers that we have is the whole numbers. So whole numbers starts with 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on as well. And then you also have your integers. So when it comes to your integers, you have to remember that in a number line there are positive numbers as well as negative numbers, and then you also have to include your 0 in there. Those are all your integers. So the other types of numbers that we have rational numbers as well as irrational numbers. So you have to remember this always, that your rational numbers are numbers that can be written in the form of a over b, or that can be written in the form of a fraction, but that those numbers which are the numerator as well as the denominator, they have to be your integers, meaning it can be a negative number or a positive number. And then these rational numbers, you can also have recurring numbers as well included in these types of numbers. And then you also have your irrational numbers, which are numbers that cannot be written in the form of a over b, or numbers that cannot be written in the form of a fraction. And then in these numbers, what happens is that they are decimals. The decimal numbers, they do not recur like they do in rational numbers. So that is very important for you to know. And then you also have your real numbers. So your real numbers basically include all your rational numbers as well as your irrational numbers, meaning your real numbers includes all those numbers that can be written in the form of a over b, and all those numbers which cannot be written in the form of a over b, all those recurring numbers as well as all those non-recurring decimal numbers. And then you have non-real numbers as well. So when it comes to non-real numbers, or rather imaginary numbers, you have numbers like the root of negative 25, the fourth root of negative 1, or the negative root of negative 1 over 16. Those are all non-real numbers because of the fact that you have a negative number inside the square root. So coming to the laws of exponents, which are very important, and they will play a crucial role in you mastering how to solve some equations as well as some inequalities.